The internet's complaining about wrestling. TNA Impact is impeached from Destination America. And Sonny signs up to do sodomy. All this and more on Rocky Top Wrestling Review. Welcome to Rocky Top Wrestling Reviews. I am your host, Bobby Mack. That's right, Bobby Mack is back. I'm rhyming again, my friends. Whoa, I'm too much now. Anyway, make sure you check us out on our YouTube. Hopefully you're watching us right now on youtube.com at rTw Reviews. That's rTw, REVIEWS. You can check us out on Twitter, as Chris Jericho always says, and we're going to talk about Chris Jericho here in a little bit. But you can check us out on Twitter at rTw Reviews, and that's again rTw, REVIEWS. And don't forget, you can check us out on Facebook as well. Facebook with all the latest and greatest pictures and updates for us. That's at Rocky Top Wrestling Reviews. I'm not going to spell all that out, but it's Rocky Top Wrestling Reviews on the Facebook. Guess what? We just opened a MySpace. We've got an app coming as well. The app has started. So lots of exciting things happening here at Rocky Top Wrestling Reviews with Bobby Mack. So let's roll right into the show. Hello, hello, hello. This is Bobby Mack. This week, oh my gosh, Chris Jericho. I just said your name, and here you are, Chris Jericho. For the first time ever, boom, I've got to throw this up. Parental guidance is suggested for this episode. Chris Jericho was hacked. Or so he claims he was hacked. As you can see, a couple of things are popping up on your screen from Chris Jericho's Twitter account. That's right, Chris Jericho claims he was hacked, talking bad, oh bad, about Vinnie Mac, as well as Triple H, and himself. Well, not really bad, unless you consider yourself, yeah. Anyway, we won't even get into that topic, but Chris Jericho's Twitter account and his Instagram account were hacked. It's kind of funny to check out his Instagram because the infamous Seth Rollins exposed picture from his ex-girlfriend or girlfriend, I don't keep up with a lot of stuff, was on there. But yeah, Chris Jericho very upset. Actually found the hacker. The hacker was still tormenting Chris Jericho after the entire breach happened. And Chris Jericho on one of his tweets said, "Hey Twitter, here's the guy, man. He's doing it. Can you stop it?" Irony in this entire thing, I find. After reviewing Chris Jericho's Wikipedia, I found out Chris Jericho invented hacking. That's right. You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I read it there first, but you heard it here first from a voice. Chris Jericho actually invented hacking. Of course, that's what Chris Jericho claims. But anyway, let's get on with more Rocky Top Wrestling Reviews. Oh my, I watched Monday Night Raw on Monday. This couple of days, what is it? It was Memorial Day 5/25. I had to check out the calendar and see what day it was. I have no idea when you're watching this. I'm filming it here on Tuesday, but you know what? I hope you watch this Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and another Tuesday, and just keep coming back and sending all your friends. But anyway, we watched Monday Night Raw last night. This is the Raw leading up to the surprise pay-per-view, the Elimination Chamber. Let's talk about Raw's. Should we talk about the hits or should we talk about the misses first? Oh, officially we are going to talk about the misses first. So let's talk about the misses first. The show opened with Ronald Reagan. Should be a hit. I'm like, Big Reagan fan. But anyway, it's a huge miss. Why is it when you have the Gipper, the man, the great communicator, Ronald Reagan, delivering a great Memorial Day speech, and you want to interrupt him by John Cena, Nikki Bella, and other WWE superstars saying the speech for him? What? Why? 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 It's Ronald effing Reagan. Let the man speak. He's a great speaker. I appreciate WWE trying to put their twist on things, but no, I don't appreciate it at all. Do not interrupt Reagan. I don't care if John Cena is able to read the teleprompter. I don't care if somebody is whispering the things to Nikki Bella, because I'm sure she can't read. Okay? But don't interrupt Ronald Reagan. Don't have somebody else reading Ronald Reagan's speech. Let Ronald Reagan read the speech. So that's the first miss. Second miss. Zack Ryder coming out for the U.S. Open title challenge. That would have been a huge hit, I feel. But instead of having him come out organically, instead of his thing hitting up on the big screen on the Titantron, his video package, his music, you settle the crowd down. They're down to almost a hush. And then the crowd has the privilege of seeing Entourage. I don't have HBO. I have not had HBO in a very, very long time. I don't know who Entourage is. I know they're coming out with a movie that's supposed to be the supportive part of the TV show. I guess they're not putting a lot of publicity into it, other than they're just appreciating and they're expecting the fans from the TV show on HBO to just want to see these characters again. So anyway, they're there. I recognize the one dude who talks a lot, who's from Long Island. He says he's from Long Island. I don't know what he's from, anything else. But anyway, Entourage comes out, and you know it's pretty obvious that it's going to be Ryder anyway. Dude, they totally stole from Ryder's moment. Ryder, I think, would have got a much better pop if they wouldn't have been there. I talked to the Ring Geeks via Twitter. Settle down, guys. I haven't called them on the phone. I don't know their numbers. But anyway, I talked to the Ring Geeks via Twitter, and they said the same thing. The crowd kind of died for a second, and then it popped pretty big when Ryder did come out. But it wasn't, it wasn't as big as what I think it should have been if Ryder just would have come out organically. So that to me was a big miss on Raw as well. My in focus, I can't tell. Like, I've been wearing my contacts for a while today. My in focus. Let me move this around a little bit. How's this? Trying a different angle today. I don't know. Anyway, so the other miss, I thought, Ambrose and the police thing. How many times have we seen it? I know things repeat, and that's fine. If they repeat and they're good. But this one, from the moment the camera guy got knocked down and you saw Ambrose trying to help him up but not trying to help him up, like his acting was awful on that point. I wasn't giving you guys a close-up. I was just sitting up in my seat. I don't know. I just didn't like the way it felt. I didn't like the way it came across. At the same time, at the end of the night, when he shows back up driving the truck and he's wearing the hat and the jacket and he's got the nightsticks, I was really expecting a JBL reference to the Big Boss Man. I don't know. I'm sure some people complain, well, it's police brutality in Baltimore just happened and blah, blah, blah. I don't care about that. What I care about is there was no continuity to the story. Triple H and Stephanie had already set up that if he was taken to jail, that there was no way that he'd be back in time to sign the contract. But yet he just shows up magically out of nowhere. Poof! WWE magic! And there he is. The last thing I want to... Is it a complaint? Am I complaining? Am I part of the international wrestling community? Am I becoming a complainer? Please tell me I'm not. Please, oh please, oh please tell me I'm not becoming part of the international wrestling community complainers. But the part I'm going to complain about. Neville. Dolph Ziggler. One of the Puerto Rican bullfighters. Kofi Kingston. 4 matches, 4 guys grabbing their knees, during the event. I tweeted this. Wrestling 101. If you are going to work the knee, the next person does not work the knee unless it's part of a continued story. Dusty Rhodes works the knee for the figure four. Ric Flair works the knee for the figure four. Two separate matches, two guys that you know are on a collision course, both showing their figure fours are the toughest. The Andersons work the arms. You know if you go against Arn Anderson or Ole Anderson or Gene Anderson, they're going to pick a body part apart and work that. Sheamus, no. Stardust, no. He's not gonna naturally go after the knee. Sheamus isn't naturally gonna go after the knee. When the Puerto Rican bullfighter gets thrown over the top rope, his knee's not gonna naturally hurt. When Kofi Kingston stands next to a guy who gets speared or drop kicked, is it drop kicked? When Kofi Kingston stands next to a guy that gets drop kicked, his knee shouldn't naturally hurt. I have an issue with that. Why can't the writers understand you cannot have the same body part hurt? And if it's not the writers, is it the workers in the ring that don't understand that? Is it the workers in the ring? Because I know the agents, Arn Anderson, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, who else is out there? Dean Malenko. These guys are smart enough to know you don't work the same body part. Is it the guys going out there with no instinct whatsoever for professional wrestling? Is it guys going out there that are just sports entertainers and doing this? Are they the ones messing up? Because I have a tough time believing that the agents that the WWE currently have would tell them, you sell the knee, you sell the knee, you sell the knee, you sell the knee. I have a tough time believing that. Last thing for the lows of the WWE Monday Night Raw episode on 5/25. Neville again. Ding ding, Neville, two-time loser. Two-time. That's too many times. Loser. Neville, if you hit a swinging DDT from the ropes, that, sir, is called a finishing move. You do not need to go to the top rope and spin and conjoin your body and do all this kind of crazy flying that the man gravity has forgot. Neville, that is a finishing move. A spinning DDT from the ropes is a finishing move. You don't need to do anything else. Keep it simple. Tell the story. Make it look believable. Stop making us look stupid. And I say us as fans, because I believe when a man gets his face smacked into the ground by a swinging DDT, he's out. He'll be ready to be pinned 1, 2, 3. Stop. We don't need the high spot. Tell us a good story. The pluses on Monday Night Raw, the good things I saw on Monday Night Raw, Ziggler and Sheamus, excellent match, great match. I really did enjoy it. They told a good story in the ring. It was back and forth. Really, Sheamus's character, yeah, the fans are booing him and they're calling him, you look stupid and all that kind of stuff. That's good. He's over for it. So good for Sheamus. Ziggler sells well for the moment. This is the positive part. So Ziggler, if you could just sell a little bit longer and remember what you sold the move before, then you'd be an excellent Kurt Hennig type worker. Lana and Rusev, I thought did a good story. It was a good back and forth. I really felt like there was a double turn happening. I really felt like Lana was becoming the I already gave that warning earlier when Jericho... Okay, so Lana was being the bitch at first. And Rusev was being a bitch at first. And then once they got, forgiven and made up and holding hands, then Rusev turned up the heel heat again. But I really felt like it kind of set up like almost like it was a, like it was a double turn. Like Rusev was turning into the face, being so sorry that he lost Lana and blah, blah, blah. And Lana being, oh, I don't want you. But yeah, then it turned out. So I think it played well into where it needed to go. I think after the Sheamus and Ziggler match, Rusev's attack, that worked perfectly as well. I thought that was really good. The other plus I saw in Monday Night Raw was Cena and Owens, the confrontation. Phenomenal. Owens was put over by John Cena like nobody else. John Cena does not let the crowd bug him. John Cena has a point to get across, and he gets the point across. He probably sold a bunch of Owens t-shirts that night as well by saying, "Fight, Owens, fight." He made Kevin Owens feel important. He made Kevin Owens feel like he was the second coming of CM Punk, of Daniel Bryan. He made Kevin Owens that night. Whatever Kevin Owens can do in the ring, John Cena made it even better what he did with that promo in the ring. So fantastic with that. The last thing I will say is a plus, and this is going to surprise some people, the Entourage thing, where Entourage was in there with Stephanie McMahon and Triple H, and they mentioned Ronda Rousey. That was a plus because it sets up what we're going to do in the future for SummerSlam, for WrestleMania, whatever the plans are for Ronda Rousey. You could definitely see it bothered Stephanie, it bothered Triple H when the Entourage guys said that. So that's my review of Monday Night Raw. We will be back in just a moment with some more Rocky Top Wrestling reviews with Bobby Mack. So up until today, there's been a rumor floating around the internet that WWE Hall of Famer, former diva, former first diva, the first diva, whatever you want to call her, Tammy Sunny Cinch. That's right, Sunny from everybody's 1993 dreams back in the day. Sunny has agreed to do porn. Now, initially, she denied the reports that she was going to do porn, but then it was reported on TMZ with some direct quotes from Sunny or Tammy, whichever one you want to call her, that now she is 60-40 on the agreement to start doing pornography. Apparently the holdup currently is that the pornographers want her to do a spread in the ring. Apparently they want her to do one of her scenes in a professional wrestling ring, and Sunny is against that for some reason, saying that it's played out, I believe, is I'm not sure if that's the exact quote or not, but apparently it's played out to have sex in the ring with Sunny. Kind of makes you wonder if those Bret Hart or Shawn Michaels stories are true now. Anyway, am I a little curious about the situation? Maybe a little bit, but then I think Sunny no longer looks like this. She now looks like this. She's no longer 20-something years old. She's now 42 years old. And yeah, I think that this might be a little too late for Miss Cinch doing what she's getting ready to do. Is it going to sell some videos? Of course. Is it going to get some downloads on Pornhub.com? Of course it will. But anyway, it's going to be more of a curiosity to see the train wreck, I believe, than, ooh, she's so good looking nowadays. Apparently you can also buy Sunny on, is it Skype or something, where she's doing strip teases for wrestling fans. Apparently there were some pictures put out. But everything that was said from Ashley Maruso looks like it's coming true for Miss Tammy Cinch. I really wonder what the WWE stance on this is. I'm sure Vince McMahon is rolling over furious. I'm sure Triple H is furious as Sunny was put into the WWE Hall of Fame, and she was actually inducted by the entire Diva class, all the Divas that were working in WWE at that point. One of Triple H's big stances on why China is not being put into the WWE Hall of Fame is because when you Google China, the things that pop up are pornography. Well, Triple H, now when you Google Sunny, the WWE Hall of Famer is going to be popping up as a porno star as well. So, it's curious to me what they do, the WWE stance, how far they're going to separate themselves from Sunny when it comes to future events. Now that she is a WWE Hall of Famer, I believe part of that Hall of Fame thing is whenever they sign autographs, they put WWE Hall of Fame in whatever class they're in. I've gotten an autograph from Jerry Lawler since he was in the Hall of Fame, and he puts it on there. Ted DiBiase, who I just recently met as well, he put his autograph on there by putting WWE Hall of Famer as well. So, is it going to be on her video? Now featuring WWE Hall of Famer Tammy Sunny Cinch in this porno. Very curious. If China can't go in because she's done porno in the past, it's a travesty, especially now if Sunny is going to go in into porn after she's already been into the WWE Hall of Fame. So I guess Triple H and Vince McMahon and all the Hall of Fame people, the selection committee, will be selecting a little more careful, maybe a little bit older people as they put them in the Hall of Fame moving forward. But this is Bobby Mack. We'll be right back with more Rocky Top Wrestling reviews. I am a huge fan of pro wrestling podcasts. If you have a pro wrestling podcast that you want me to listen to, if you want to build your audience, send me the link, because I love pro wrestling podcasts. I listen to a lot of them. I think I've got 18 of them on my phone right now that I listen to every single week through iTunes. But if you don't have an iTunes account, like I don't, then send me any kind of link, and I would love to listen to them. One podcast I listen to a lot, Don, Tony, and Kevin Castle. I think it's a good show. Sometimes, Don Tony bugs me a little bit, but anyway, it's really usually pretty informative. Don Tony apparently worked for ECW for a point in time, and it's a good show. I'd recommend it. This week, Don Tony talked about Dixie Carter sending an email accidentally to Destination America. Whether it's fact or fiction, Don Tony says it's fact, so I would highly recommend checking out the Don Tony and Kevin Castle show this week, as well as you hear about why TNA was... Dude, I almost got sued. Whoa. Why TNA was not renewed for another season. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Rocky Top Wrestling Review. I am Bobby Mack. Please, please, please follow us on our links. Please check us out. We are on Twitter at rTw Reviews, rTw REVIEWS. Check us out on YouTube as you're watching us, hopefully right now, youtube.com, rTw REVIEWS, and follow us, like us on Facebook at Rocky Top Wrestling Reviews. That's Rocky Top Wrestling Reviews.